Chem strike available. Friendly chem strike incoming.
What is up, guys? Today I'm going to bring to you some Plague Inc. Evolved. It actually came out today, the 21st of February. It used to be an iOS game, so basically anything Apple, iPods, iPhones, all that sort of thing. That's where it originally started, and it was actually so popular on those iOS devices that they decided to make a PC equivalent. And this is the alpha of it, so let's get straight into it. Let's go main game. Bacteria is the only thing you can pick at the moment that I'm aware of. Yeah, bacteria is the only thing you can pick at the moment. I'm not sure if that is because of... okay, no, so win the game with bacteria and you unlock a virus sort of thing. Insert genes. Basically, you can modify the genetic codes of your viruses and stuff like that. I believe once you've finished, like, if you kill the world with bacteria, then I believe that you can start modifying your genetic codes, which makes it spread a lot quicker from the start and all that sort of stuff like that. We're just gonna go casual for now. I did give it a quick run through just before to see how well it runs. It actually runs really well for an alpha. It's pretty polished, so to speak, which is good. What should we name our plague? Dixpholophilus. I'm gonna fucking stumble that word so much during this. I should have picked an easier one to say. Okay, where should we start it? Let's go for fucking China. Let's start it in China, why not? Okay, so our disease has started in China. Basically, these little red things will pop up, and they help increase the infection of the area, and they also give you some DNA points. And DNA points are what you use to upgrade the transmission of it, the symptoms, and the abilities of your plague, so to speak. So sooner or later, you pick, like, if you want the disease to be traveled through, like, air and through water and stuff like that. While that's running, I'll give you a quick look at some of the other UI stuff. There's a nice screen here, which wasn't on the iOS version. Basically shows you the total population of the world, how many are healthy, how many are diseased, stuff like that, where you started your disease, and countries that have got the disease, what countries are healthy at the moment, stuff like that, what countries have people that have died, and then, like, the potential and how active it is and all that sort of stuff for the cure. That's pretty much all that is on this screen. There's not too much else that you can click on it. But if you click that button there, it'll come back to this screen here, which tells you when you started the virus, what country you started it in, your difficulty, all that type of stuff. All that sort of stuff will fill in, like, once the disease gets a bit more spread and stuff like that. Like that just said, these ones don't increase the infection, but they do add to your DNA points. So let's go ahead and start using some of these. Let's go for the air. Basically, now our bacteria will be transmitted through the air, which will help people get infected. That every now and then tips pop up. I'm sure you can probably turn them off, but it is useful to keep them on because it does tell you about what's going on in the game and stuff like that. And sometimes it gives you tips, like if it's not transmitting as well as it should be and things like that. Sometimes it'll pop up with tips saying how you can fix that, and all that sort of stuff. But essentially what I got from this game, from playing it, is that you need to get the transmission of your disease slash bacteria slash whatever you've chosen. You need to get the transmission going pretty well before you start adding any symptoms like respiratory problems and stuff like that. Because if people start dying more than the disease is spreading and infecting people, then you're pretty shit out of luck, because they'll all just die. then your disease won't spread, and then you won't be able to kill the world and finish your objective. With this video also, just say that I won't be editing any of this sort of thing. It will be cut into 2 pieces just to prevent it from being like half an hour long. But other than that, it's just going to be a straight playthrough of it, if I can even English. But yeah, I'm not going to cut anything out, just so you can see like a full game of it, which will in turn hopefully help you decide whether you want to buy the game or not. This is another cool feature. If you highlighted a country, for example China, in this bottom screen here it'll show you how like the daily life is going with the infection and stuff like that. As it starts getting worse, the picture starts getting worse, like people start dying and trees die and all that sort of stuff, which is a nice little touch. If we click here on the little plus sign, it brings up the infectivity, severity, lethality, etc. of your disease, how healthy the population are, whether or not the research that comes up a little bit later is going well or not, and all that sort of stuff. So, I mean, it's a really in-depth game, and for an alpha, it's really good. I've not run into any glitches or bugs yet, from the hour or 2 that I've played it, which is nice. It is $15 at the moment, which is a little bit high for an alpha, especially for one that's not as big as like another game like Rust or something like that. But it is enjoyable if you enjoy strategy games and you like the idea of killing everyone with a disease, which I do, fortunately enough. So I paid for it, and I am now playing it for all of you guys to watch and enjoy. Let's go tap water. Go water transmission. I don't really think I'll go for blood just yet. I think I might go for birds next. Get some avian bacteria spreading around, which is kind of gross, but when you think about it, in the ways of it spreading, a bird's going to spread it pretty well, because they obviously fly all over the place, and they'll help give people diseases in other places. So, what have we got so far? We have 47,000 people in China infected, none in Iran, a couple in India, not too much anywhere else yet, but we're oh, okay, it's starting to affect more countries. What do we got? We got Mexico, was it? I think that's where the point was just then. Okay, so let's go for birds. I think we'll go Air 2 next. So, and as you can see down there, each time you upgrade like the transmission or even some of the symptoms, it'll raise like the little bar down there showing you how infective it is and the severity of it and all that sort of stuff, which helps in choosing the next time you play around. Don't expect to play this for the first time and actually finish it, even on casual, unless you're extremely well with strategy and you sort of can gauge what would happen if you did certain things. Because it is quite a hard game, but it is enjoyable. Especially when you win, because it is quite hard to win, as I said, and when you finally destroy the world with your virus, you feel some sort of achievement. I don't know, it's weird, but it is a game. It's all in good fun. What are we gonna do? We can go livestock. I think we should probably wait for Air 2. Nah, you know what? We'll pick livestock. Livestock basically, each one basically does something different. So livestock are susceptible, to infection, increased infectivity, especially in rural areas and mutation. So rural areas like the outback of Australia and stuff like that, places where there's a lot of sheep, those places will help spread infection. This one's just for like people catching planes and stuff like that. So the people catching planes, if they get infected, they're gonna transmit it through the inside of the plane, and it's gonna land in other areas, which is also good. This one's just for insects in like hot climates, so like tropical areas and stuff like that. And this water's for humid environments as well. Each one of these has a couple upgrades you can do for them, which increase the infectivity and all that sort of stuff. And if you click on them, even without like evolving sort of thing, you can sort of see how much infectivity it'll add. So that gives a bit of an indicator of which ones you should pick as well. What have we got? 5 million, 7 million, 9 million. So we're getting people infected pretty darn quick. Dicphalophilus has infected more people in the world than TB. It is a very infectious disease. I'm not actually sure what TB is. I'm assuming it was some sort of plague back in the old days, so to speak. But if anyone actually has any information on that, feel free to post it in the comments below, because I'm actually quite interested to know what that's about. Alright. That's what we need. We need a lot of those red points and the DNA points. There we go. We've got some stuff in Australia. Down the old coast. Australia is a wealthy country with high quality healthcare. To spread faster, you may need to evolve the drug resistance ability. So, see what that's where the tips come in handy. Actually, we'll get rid of that. Grab that really quick. Our disease is now more infective and destructive than HIV. So what it said there is to create a better shelter to protect against climates. Either that or resistant to antibiotics and stuff like that. So doing that quite early will prevent them creating a cure quicker, sort of thing. So because I've done that, it'll give me, say, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, like a 10% extra part of time where they won't find a cure, sort of thing. And don't quote me on the 10%, I don't know the actual percentage of the time that you actually get for doing that. That was just an estimated guess. Alright, we're starting to infect a lot of places, which is good. We have a lot of points. Let's go air number 2. What else? And as you'll see, when you start picking more things in each category, everything effectively becomes more expensive to pay for, which is pretty obvious. Skin becomes blistered and painful, slightly increasing infectivity. Let's hit that one up. Because I've got a pretty good transmission rate at the moment, I'm going to start evolving some of these things, which will later cause death and things like that. In a normal checkup, a doctor in China found a new disease which has been named Dicphalophilus. It appears to be mostly harmless, but must be further investigated. Other countries are also reporting this disease. So, like I was just saying, I've only just started upgrading the severity of it, sort of thing. So at the moment, it's just like a common flu type of deal. Like it's nothing insanely bad, but it's still pretty fucked. We got people getting infected all over the place now. China's the first to instruct doctors to begin research for a cure. It may take a long time for it to happen. So what I'm going to do quickly is pathogen becomes harder to analyze in the lab, decreases future research speed. Let's hit that one up, just to try and prevent the doctors from getting anything too crazy done with it. Decrease in red blood cells or hemoglobin in the blood can cause hypoxia in the organs. Let's go for that. That sounds pretty fucking mental. Immune system produces inhibitors that destroy factor 5, 6, 7, 8. Factor 8. I was never too good with my Roman numerals. Preventing blood clotting and infectivity increase. So basically, pretty sure what that's saying is that if someone like accidentally cuts themselves on like a knife or whatever, they bleed a lot, sort of thing. That one that I just picked there, loss of fluid through sweating can also increase infection due to poor hygiene and is more dangerous in the cold countries.